I decided to pull out some yarn and a project. So I don't think I have a picture or a video or anything, but I went, it's a year now since Rhinebeck. Like, next weekend is Rhinebeck. And I don't get to go this year, so I feel like I should put on this, like I should cast on this project so that I feel like I'm there with everybody in some way. Loopy Mango had like a booth there, and it just was not in my budget to go ahead and purchase that, nor did I have room in my bag to be fitting that many balls of squishy yarn. So it does call for worsted weight, and I've decided I love this yarn in my stash. This stuff was gifted to me by a friend of a friend of a friend. Essentially a lady passed away from Alzheimer's, and what's crazy is like she had so many whips and so many cool yarns, and she told her husband, just don't get rid of it till I'm gone, please. And he did. He honored her wishes. So she gifted the yarn to a friend of hers who divvied it all up and gifted it to, other friends. And I know that lady, and to other friends. And then the one friend divvied hers up to gift to me and some others. And I have taken some that I've received and given it to others as well. So it's just like one big happy yarn community on it. And I feel like it would just bring me joy if I could use this in this project. When I look it up, this says that it's a super bulky. So I feel like I can swatch and see, but I also feel like this particular design, that this could maybe be my feather bit, because there's only 60 yards in each of these, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. So not very much. So another thing I got at Rhinebeck, I did get these yarns. This is from Oasis Yarns, or well, no, this one says from Artisanal Yarns, Artisanal Yarns. Wow. I did not drink any coffee today, actually. Maybe that's what's wrong with me. We'll blame it on that. Anyway, its birthday was January 24th, 2020. And that was what was cool about this is, like this one says mixed yarn. Why is my dog barking out there? Mixed yarns consisting of various fibers and yarn types totaling 200 yards. Made in USA. Funsies. So I feel like when I look at this, because I have one, it's like come apart. I hope it's not intense to get balled up. I feel like this can be a little bit closer to gauge. So this is 400 yards. I need about 900 plus yards to make my size, I hope, is what I'm looking for. So I'm thinking, what if I make the base of it with this, the base of the cardigan with this, 400 yards? Because I'm assuming all the yardage is going to go into, I'm like crouched down to talk with y'all, but I'm assuming all the yardage is going to go into like the feathery bits. So I feel like I can make the base and then have this as like the fun. And I kind of want to have more feathery bits to it than what they have on theirs. But I will tell you, they had a sample at Rhinebeck and it was divine. Their yarn was so soft. I would, and it felt lightweight. I would definitely love to have it in that fiber. But this will be really fun to just make. I just want a fun project. I totally forgot to share before, and I've already cast it on. It has been like a couple days before I started. Like, this is now Monday, and it was like Friday, I think, that I wound all this. I worked on something else over the weekend. But look at this ball. It's humongous.
And then I also have a jumbo cake. So I just wound everything together. I figured this was not going to do well in making a cake, so I made a giant ball. I think I did officially decide I'm going to make this the base, and these are the actual feather bits. And this yarn is really freaking soft, so I will love to have this on my skin. I am not really gauge swatching. I just went ahead and I'm making the small size. I forgot to mention before that this is not very like size inclusive. It only has small, medium, large, extra large, and it says side seam to side seam 20.5. So these aren't given in circumference. 20.5, 23.5, 26.5, and 28 inches. If it's something that you decide to get and you need something larger, I can more than likely help you with grading it to figure out, you know, the stitch counts you would need to do, because it looks like a lot of this is done in panelly, boxy type stuff. So, it wouldn't be hard to figure it out. I think this is probably like they don't have like a date on here, but I would imagine an older pattern. They should expand the size range, but yeah, I thought initially I was going to make a medium, but I am also working with a larger yarn. I get a looser gauge, and I just want to grab the needles and get going. So I figure if that's going to be the case, then I might as well make the smaller size, and I'll probably get larger dimensions, because I'm using the same needle size even though I have larger yarn too. Yeah, I have not measured this, but it should be good. Looks like a mustache. Ignore my table, but now for some movie knitting. Can you take a wild guess as to what I am watching? If you guessed Hocus Pocus 2, you were right. Tell me what you think about the show or movie, you know. Look at how much progress I made during Hocus Pocus. I wish that you could understand just how soft this is. There's also like a metallic that goes through it, and it has a nice sparkle. Although I'm going to be covering all that up with the feathery bits. But I'll know it's there. And it'll hold its memory. Also, unpopular opinion. I say unpopular. I feel like I've seen both sides. I really did enjoy Hocus Pocus 2. I thought it was really cute. I'm into cheesy though. Y'all know I casted this on like yesterday. It is 1:43 today, and I only had to do like, I don't know, maybe this much right here of this panel. I've been piddling around on other things too, but like I accomplished all the rest of that yesterday. Like I need to design something with this construction. I like the idea instead of making like all the panels, just leaving it open and still leaving it connected to the back. Like, why haven't I thought to do that before? I'm going to design something that way for sure. So now it's just to work on the sleeves and then do a neckline and then seam the sides here. And the sleeves are done in the round, but
I don't have much of this yarn left. Also, this yarn is divine. This one is like so soft and so light. So I don't know what the other yarn is gonna feel like weighing on it. This is all I have left. There's no way I can make 2 sleeves with this. I could probably swing doing the neckline. So I was thinking about doing the neckline now, but I don't know how that's gonna be because like, so essentially for my size, there's like 80 stitches per like this panel right here. And then like 4 in the back, but I feel like I could put 3 in the back and then 50 on each side here with the neckline stitches that it says I need to have. So I'll have to skip in between some here to do the neckline. And I hate doing that part. Having to like figure out how to divvy it up, but it's fine. It's fine. We'll get it done. I think that I can't complain when this is happening so quickly. I kind of did a snug bind off. I probably didn't pick up beautifully on everywhere, but the fringe will cover all the blemishes. So I guess I'm gonna start on the sleeves. I only have like this much left. So that could probably help me seam the sides. But that's it. Like there's no way I would have had enough for sleeves. But I had enough for the neckline, so I like that. I'm loving it. It feels wonderful just like this. Honestly, I think you can make a shawl like this or poncho and it'd be nice. Oh my goodness. I did like at least 20 or 30 rows less. But I am using a larger weight yarn, so naturally it's going to be bigger, and that's also why I decided to make like a small. But how wild is that? That is a heck of a sleeve. I still have quite a bit of yarn. I think I'll have plenty to be able to make the next sleeve, which might be a little too crazy, and then like fringe this to like help mute the gray and bring it all together, I hope. It's very comfortable, super soft. It's it's a wild make for sure. I have that much, so quite a bit. I've been using this really cool stitch marker too, like because I'm using like US 15s or something. They're like really big. This is a fun, quick project. It is done. I mean, minus the fringe part, but like both my sleeves are done. It's very interesting, huh? Like it dropped a lot, which I kind of expected because the weight of these sleeves. Like I still feel like I probably made it a little bit too long, but I like, you know, to be able to hold mine like that. I don't know. I think it's cool. I think it's a good length here. And we'll see what it's like when I put like the fringy bits on it. It's weird. Isn't that crazy? I made this so quick. Almost forgot to show you. I still have this much yarn left. So I'm gonna get a substantial amount of fringe on here. We'll see how much this will weigh down the actual cardigan part. I'm supposed to do like 9-inch strips, so it'll be pretty long fringes. I think it'll be pretty, hopefully. I mean, either way, I didn't necessarily like waste so much time. Like this was a quick project. Totally forgot to share last night, but look at all the fringe that I cut up. And that's not even all, because I cut all this up too. I've got like basically one little panel here of fringe done, and it looks pretty cool on. I'm going to continue doing the fringe, and then I'll show y'all. Like mostly basically the front. Maybe I'll come back for the front before I do the back so that I can see it. And I want to do these shoulder pieces too. Okay, so Rhinebeck is long over. I'll say that we're nearly
a week after. I mean, a few days shy, but, or a couple days shy. But, I am watching all of the vlogs, from people, and while I continue to work on my Like a Bird, I've basically finished the fringe, but I think I'm gonna go back through because I have quite a bit left here still. I've got a hefty stack, but I also wanted to try it on. I think I ended up not sharing with y'all like an update after the panels because I just want to get it done and life's been happening, so I haven't had a chance to really come on here. But I feel like the whole vibe of this cardigan is changed, right? This is like no other Like a Bird out there probably. But I did like strips of it, you know, and I thought the gray would be cool to be visible through, but since I have so much, I think I'm gonna put like another row on here to close that in, and maybe here too. Because I like some of the gaps to be full. Like, look at that back one. Like, the back I filled up pretty good. I like it. So, yeah, I think I'll fill this up. Maybe some more there. I have enough to fill in more gaps. But I'm gonna leave the collar exposed so none of it flicks inside of it. I love it. I'm happy about it. And I actually really like my sleeves. I feel like I probably still could have done a few less rounds on there, but it covers my hands right here and I can still push it up to give a little balloon effect. So it's not too bad. I love it so much. I wanted to use every inch of this yarn. I have like this much left from the yarn that I got from Rhinebeck. This is nothing. It's just gonna go into my little gumdrop scrap bin, which is just for looks really. Nothing in it is like a substantial amount to make anything with. It's just because it's cute. So I'm gonna fill in these gaps and come back and probably take pictures. So good. I really would have wished I realized earlier while it was daylight, and I did take like real FO photos today. So I've since like weaved in most, like the ends that you could see. I still have some like armpit ones, I think. Yeah. That I probably just will not. This, I think I snagged today on my dress. But isn't the inside so cute? How I picked up the fringe spots. It makes it so spotty inside. The coziness is divine. I wish like you can really see the movement. I'm going to show on my Instagram, but I'm so thrilled with this project. It was every bit of joy that I wanted. I swear, some interruption always happens whenever I go to record. Never before, but then once I start to record, something happens. It's okay. It's really okay. Life happens. That's why I like to do these real lifestyle vlogs. It's also what I enjoy watching. So if you know any other people, totally tag and share with me so that I can follow and subscribe to more like yarny vloggers. I love it. Anyways, yeah, like I was saying, this has brought lots of joy to me, and I wish that you could see the movement, but I hope that you've, I mean, I guess like you can't fall too much in love with it because this yarn is kind of discontinued, right? Pretty sure. Anyway, if you choose to make a Like a Bird, maybe that's what your inspiration will be. I don't know. I'm into the extra type of designs like this. So this was like totally a one of a Kate thing for me, and I'm sorry I'm late at getting this vlog up, but hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.